Just packing up for the day today, and what do I stumble across? I hear this little tss going on from the pump shed area. This is the pump shed. Let's have a little peer in. Yeah, in the pump shed, I was clever enough to actually install a fucking light bulb so we can see what's going on. Can you hear it? Okay, well, if you look there, you should, if I turn the light on, be able to see the water coming out of there. Okay, and what that basically means is there's a top leather cup washer that's worn out. It's a common thing that happens. If I was to get a pump repair person in to do it, they would charge me, I think it was like an $80 call out fee last time, plus I think it was an hour and a half's labour at $60 something an hour. So it was nearly $200 in fees, labour and travel to get out here. And I'd like to point out they charge travel, not driving. But yeah, come out here, and the cup washer itself is $20, which I can buy, but of course they'll charge $35 for it. Alright, so last time it cost us, that was $225 or $245 odd dollars to get the top cup washer replaced. When we actually did it many years ago, it's probably gone up now. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so we're in the pump shed. I've got to change the top washer, as we showed you, where it was leaking down in underneath here. What happens when the pump comes up, it squirts it up inside this hole, and what's happened is the water's gone up into the hole. You can see by the colour of the oil, it's a grey colour. Okay, the water and the oil is actually mixed, so I need to also give it an oil change. Not an issue. The local mechanic always has 20 litre drums of oil that he's happy to give away. It's just waste oil, but it's perfectly fine for just gears or the old mowing strip or making oil bricks or whatever you want to do with them. But for me, it's brilliant for doing the oil change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush all of this out with some turpentine first. Here's a little sump bung down here at the bottom. Once I give all of this a nice clean and a rinse, I'm then just going to give it a complete empty out, and then perhaps throw one or two sort of flushes through it. And then after all of that, we're going to change the top washer. So I'll keep you posted, and hopefully we'll see how we go. Okay guys, we're back. Now, just flushed about 2 litres of turpentine there through it. You can see the aluminium's actually shown up. Okay. Remember, this pump was built in 1947. Given that it's 2016, this thing is almost 70 years old. Alright, and it still goes. Every 3 years I have to change a cup washer. Alright, for 20 bucks. 2 inch. You know, every 6 or 8 years we need to have all of the pipes out and replaced. Because stainless steel costs an arm and a leg, and the pipes are 3 times as cheaper if you just go for galvanised. However, they do rust out. So yeah, but the top washer goes out before any of that does. And as you can see, it's now all nice and clean in there. Well, relatively. Certainly better than what it was. I've taken almost 4 litres out of it, so I had 2 litres of oil, and it's still slowly draining what's left of that gudge out. Once that's gone, I'll just put some new fresh oil in it, let it run for a couple, actually, and put some fresh oil in it. I'm not going to start the thing again until I fix the top washer, otherwise it's just going to squirt water back up into and that comes up through this hole like I was pointing out underneath, comes up and then mixes in. Anyway, time to do the cup washer. It's squirting out at the back of that point there, so yeah, just going to take this whole top mechanism off, including the little trick I do with the vice grips, and yeah, go away laughing. Anyway, I'll show you how it's done. Alright. Oh, God. And no, I'm no fan of spiders. I fucking hate the cunts. Right. First steps first, I'm not going to disconnect anything off the top here just yet. I'm going to take this casing here off. This is the way I've learned to do it over the years. It is the quickest and simplest way to change a top washer. Right. Taking one bolt off already. Right, so the next trick is separating this. I always found the old J-bar to be appropriate for this. And a hammer or a tapometer. Just a couple of taps on each side, because all you're wanting to do is break the seal that's there. Same on this side here. Always just go on the outer side of the hole, because that way you're not going to damage the inside circle of the seal, so to speak. See how the sleeve slots inside the other one, its flange. Once I get this totally separate, it shouldn't be too far away. Okay, once that's done, it allows me to get this all the way up here. Okay. Alright, I shall be back in a second. Let's go to the shed and get the next step of this wonderful thing sorted. Okay. Rightio people, we're in the shed. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. A little bit puffed because I'm feeling a little bit rushed for time today, so busy day. Wife's got a hospital appointment at one end of Auckland. I've got a dentist appointment at the other end of Auckland. I end up getting some of my teeth ripped out today. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. So, yes. And here it is. It's the cup washer that's buggered. It's done a hard job. And it's done well for the 2 or 3 odd years that it's been in there too. Got to give them points for that. Doesn't feel too bad at all. Not too shabby. Okay, so you just clean out the flange so it's all relatively spotless. I could get that re-honed if I wanted to, but I don't see the point. When I need this replaced, I'm sure I'll be able to get something like that fixed and done. Anyway, moving on. Here is the horrible thing, the build-up of gunk that comes through the water. So what we're going to do here is take off this cup washer. I'll show you exactly where it's fucked out so you can tell. you can see what's going on here. I'm just taking off the old cut washer. 2 inch. Anybody would think that that's the same guy that wrote that, because it was. Okay, and where the cut washer's gone, it's just on the sides where it's squirting out. Okay. And just here, there's a hole there on the side. That's where the water was gushing through, just on that point. Always find the path of least resistance. That's what water does. It's a shame human beings and mankind aren't more like water, in the words of old Bruce Lee. Be water, my friends. Right, so we're going to stick him back in there. Going to put him back down on there. Doesn't seem too difficult, does it? It's just the awkwardness getting it off and putting it back on again. That's the hard point. And of course, if you've got a vice in the brain, always helps. Okay. So there we are. There we have it. Back to normal again. All is well with the universe. Scrape off all this surplus fucking crap here. Just a little spray of CPC just because stop it from fucking out. Alright, now, always remember that you've got a top and a bottom. That's the bottom piece that was connected to the underneath bar. It goes that way. This is the top piece where you attach to the actual crank of the pump. So as we know, that's the top. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to force it that way obviously by the taper of the leather. So what you do is you poke him in that way and give him a good tap until he's in. And then once he's in, he stays in. Just make sure I've got that totally centered. So do not need it to be off in some fashion, one from the other. Hammer or tapometer. I've got a few of them lying around here. Try not gentle stabs. There we have it. That is in. This is the point I'd like it to be at. Okay. All set, ready to rumble. Come with me. Right. That's him done. Up and over, people. So you can see that we've done up the flange bolts on both sides. we've replaced the washer, the inside cup washer, which is just inside there, and we've got him back up and done up with the lock bolt. Alright, I'm just going to put the sump bung in here because obviously it's finished having its little drain. That's it, sump bung's done up. Last but not least, we'll grab some of this beautiful waste oil that my friendly local mechanic has given me. If I can get the damn thing open. Oh, it's sat there for a while. Groovy. We're just going to pour him in. Pour him in until he's up to the crank. Okay people, got the lid on, bungs in, everything's there. Take my sawdust bucket out. Let's start her up. That water's just going to come off until it dries away. It's just serves what's left. So there you go. That's pumping up into there. There's a little shut off switch that goes up and into my pressure tank, which then feeds off the little tap there. Fucking mint. Awesome. Let's go test inside. Alright, so I'm going to come out here and turn the feed water into the house. I'm going to turn this on first, of course, so I can let the crap drain out of it. See how it's going all rusty. Otherwise it'll go right through the entire system if I do that. So we'll let it flush itself out. Okay, there's a blockage in this tap. Gave it a couple of knocks and the wheel came right again. Okay, so I'm just going to run that until it's clear. Hi guys, yes, I'm changed. I had a wash. We're going out as I stated. So as you can see, we have a loose tap but running water. Alright, that will clean up once all that rust comes out of the line. Job well done.